And you know, what are the unique selling points that we're going to take back about South Africa and about Chenin Blanc as a variety to convince people to buy it? Because essentially, we distill a brand down to its basics. It's about convincing people, often with founded methods, that a product is good, and getting them to come back to purchase the product again and to establish it in their minds that they don't forget it. And South Africa is relatively young on the world stage in terms of our releasing to international wine. We've been producing wine for over 350 years, but in terms of commercially active, a significant amount of quality wine, I think we've seen huge developments over the last 15 to 25 years. We'll touch on climate. We the people that bring the hands in the wine, so the other two factors in the concept of terroir would really be soil and climate. And the two main climatic determinants of Cape wine is really the wind and the intensity of sunlight, and what controls the heat in our vineyards. So we've got two classic currents, two main currents that work off our coastline. We've got the cold Benguela current that moves down from the north on this side, and then we have the warm Mozambique current which moves down here. So significantly warmer ocean conditions over here as we would over there, but nonetheless still cool. If you ever visit South Africa, you swim at our beaches. This is what we call in Afrikaans waterspit. It's very, very cold. It's slightly warmer over here, but nonetheless still very crisp and chilly. And off Cape Point, we have the two oceans converging, and it's one of the best views, I think, in the world. So if any of you come to Cape Town, you have to. Besides the fact it's fantastic game fishing, it's a really, really beautiful sight to behold. And in this little area here is called False Bay. So I'm going to be speaking on behalf of the Morgenzon, which is the property where I work. And False Bay really has quite an influence on our vineyards. In terms of the winds, in summertime when our vineyards are ripening, the main prevailing wind is the southerly wind for us from the south. We refer to southerly winds as the Cape Doctor, because it really does blow in summertime in the months of the ripening areas between the end of January and the beginning of April. The southerly wind can really come. It has a huge effect on how protected your vineyard is against the wind, or how exposed it is to the wind. Those of us who are familiar with wines from the road, we know that the Tramontane wind that blows in from the south and the Mistral that blows from the north has a huge effect on the styles of wines coming out of the Rhone Valley. And I think in South Africa, the southerly wind has a huge effect on the styles of wines coming from different areas. For the Morgenzon, our property is situated in Stellenbosch on an area called the Bottlera Hills.